Happy Wednesday. Let's do another tarot and oracle reading for the collective. The central focus of this reading is that somebody has lost their spark. Somebody is you, right? So you're definitely not feeling like you have that sort of energy that brings in good opportunities, or you feel like you might have missed an opportunity, or maybe you're getting to a point where you're starting to feel like, what's the point anymore? Like you've run out of ideas. You've kind of like hit a wall. So in this place, we do kind of have the opportunity to like look in different directions and think outside the box, because the things that we were doing that we thought were working have now gotten to a point where they're not really reaping any rewards. So like, what do we do now? Next card to pop out was the Ten of Swords. And so this really tells me as well, like the Ten of Swords is kind of like, walking away from a difficult situation. You've already kind of like stressed over it. You've already spent the time kind of learning the lesson you were meant to learn, because swords also has to do with like education or learning or communication. So something that you've kind of learned in that aspect is now shifting into the background for you. Like you're ready to move on. You don't want that to be you anymore. That's not you. Like you really want this next step, but feeling like you're being kind of like trapped in this like situation or not knowing what to do next or something like that. Like I really get like that, like kind of like you're like at a dead end, and then you're like, okay, well that was where I thought the path was supposed to go, and it actually wasn't. So like, what do I do now? The Chariot popped out, which is a very good reminder about like just keeping going and keeping on that path. Like maybe you got to this dead end, but you know that you can turn around, go back the way that you came, and maybe go down a different pathway is really what I'm getting with that. Especially whenever we start digging into these oracle cards that got pulled with these, with the Ten of Swords, I had drifting associated with it. So that gives me the impression that like you having to walk away from this situation is putting you in a position where you do feel like you're kind of just drifting along in life. Like you don't really have like a specific like maybe purpose, but that also leaves you open for a lot of different like options and a lot of different opportunities, because you don't have anything like clear and cut of what it is that you want to do. Like maybe you have an idea of like a long-term goal, but you're pretty open in general of like how you would get to that goal from here. With the Queen of Wands reversed, I have this Earth Mother card. This is the second time this one popped up this week. So it's another reminder to do what you naturally feel inclined to do. And maybe the box you're trying to fit yourself in isn't the right box for you. You know what I mean? With that Queen of Wands reversed, like maybe the reason that you're getting to this point of like, what do I do next, is because like maybe it's just not something naturally beneficial to you or something, or maybe it's just not part of like your eventual like path or something like that. I can also see roadblocks for some of you as well. Like maybe like you do have this like eventual goal, but like it's not ready for you yet. So maybe you have to take this like other detour. I've also personally been getting like a message that I feel like I'm being tested by the universe. Like I feel like I had like a few positive days and I was feeling overall positive, but then now I've had like a few setbacks, and like they range from like inconveniences to like straight up letdowns. And I've been not really letting it affect me emotionally. Like I've just kind of been like, okay, but I've been wondering, like, I'm like, is this like a sign? Is this like some sort of test from the universe to like test my ability to take things in stride and not like let things just get totally ruined? Because of course, whenever we're in these stages of, cracking ourselves open emotionally, or like going through these really like difficult things, especially if you have like any like mental issues or things like that, it can feel like a lot, like a disappointment can end up ruining your whole day. It can ruin your whole week, So it's like kind of like, I guess that Queen of Wands being reversed like kind of has some of us like kind of confused of where exactly we're supposed to focus our energy next. I also have the Mother card here, and it is put with this Chariot card. So that makes me think, every time I get the Mother card, I think like mothering ourselves and taking care of ourselves, especially with like this little nest, And so I get the feeling that what you need right now really is patience as you keep moving forward. Like, don't give up hope. Like, keep doing what you need to do and keep taking those steps, especially if it might seem like it's not in the direction you necessarily want, but it's in the direction that the universe is giving you the green light to go that way, And so maybe just like take the time to care for yourself and mother yourself and tell yourself like realistically like what you really need, and like how is this going to help you eventually meet your goals, or something like that. Or maybe it's something that can take care of you right now if it's not like eventually what you want to do, or something like that is really what I'm getting here. So that like drifting energy with that Ten of Swords, maybe this is like still going to be like a temporary transitional phase for you as you move out of these situations, Sorry about the noise. There's always like motorcycles and big trucks and stuff. I literally live near a rural road, but whatever. But yes, so that is what I have for you today. If you liked this reading, please react in whatever way you feel comfortable. Share it with somebody who you think needs to hear it, or give me a follow if you don't follow me already, and you can get more messages like this. So thanks for watching.